Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And off we go from Tampa. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete to Rager. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing on first down is Brady. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack on first down, Brady. Complete right side to Otten. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's out right at the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The numbers for Mixon last week, very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster run.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This defense for the Jags, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. On the return, here's Agnew. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Mixon. 70 yards rushing. He's got the afternoon off to a Great start.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's got it down to the 28. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and the finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple of blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And they'll take this into the end zone. And touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Brady now on 1st down. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Brady to throw again. And he wisely would throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. He's got Otten. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw is Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. To throw, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete. That's Stevenson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be fourth down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one. Away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. On the counter, Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Etienne once more. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On third down, here's Etienne. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Yeah.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. Rager catches it left side. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come next. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Etienne up the middle. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mixing up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Throwing now is Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Joseph Osai able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Man, 216 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And down he'll go at the 25. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, it's Mixon. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 33 and a 1st. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 23-yard run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer 1st. They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. Evans has it left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. Otten brings it in over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw again. Stevenson bringing it in near the sideline. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Brady. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 45 yards on the ground. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On the counter, Etienne. Room here to run. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 135 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go again with Etienne. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a run with Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball, when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jags, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll head back